Now on CoastTV News.
City manager money.
Make sure they crossed all their T's, dotted all their I's.
A lawsuit in Rehoboth Beach over the hiring process of the city manager.
Promises versus reality.
I don't see this ending well.
A major lawsuit between two developers and an underwhelmed Rehoboth Beach community.
OC Jeep Week. The annual event is back and locals are excited to see these iconic rides roam through the sand.
This is CoastTV News at 6.
A lawsuit centered around Rehoboth Beach City Manager Taylor Tedder. Good evening. I'm Christina DeRobertis.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Madeline Overturf has the night off. Welcome to our News at 6. We begin tonight with the legal drama in the nation's summer capital.
A lawsuit challenging the hiring process of Rehoboth Beach's city manager will move forward based on a ruling by a Chancery Court judge. CoastTV News reporter Emma Aiken is live in Rehoboth now. Emma, it's about Tedder's hiring process.
Christina, the plaintiffs are a group of homeowners who argue that Tedder's hiring process violated the city's charter. Now, think of the charter as a constitution for the city, and that framework allows the Rehoboth Beach commissioners to determine how much the city manager makes. And the plaintiffs say that Tedder's hiring does not meet certain qualifications required by that charter.
A busy Rehoboth Beach with summer around the corner. The area's city manager, Taylor Tedder, now facing a lawsuit. The plaintiffs argue his hiring does not meet certain rules required by the city's charter. Local Rick Gary says he's worried the result will increase his taxes.
My main concern is if they have to get a new city manager, and whether or not they can find a qualified person now that they've kind of opened Pandora's box.
CoastTV spoke with one local who says she thinks the lawsuit is unnecessary and that Tedder's hiring process was likely no different than the managers before him. But Gary thinks the concern is valid.
I mean, the fact they need to make sure that they vet him and make sure that he is qualified, make sure they crossed all their T's, dotted all their I's when they did the hiring process.
The lawsuit also alleged that commissioners violated Delaware's Freedom of Information Act during contract negotiations, but the judge dismissed those claims, ruling they were either filed too late or failed to state a valid legal issue. The court's decision means the plaintiff's challenge over the charter compliance will proceed, while the FOIA allegations will not.
In a statement to CoastTV, Mayor Stan Mills said in part, quote, "We remain confident and will continue to defend the hiring of city manager Taylor Tedder," end quote. And we will continue following this lawsuit and provide you guys updates as we learn more. Reporting live in Rehoboth Beach, Emma Aiken, CoastTV News.
And over in Milford, in a meeting on May 27th, the City Council voted to approve a contract for a new city manager. And that job comes with a $195,000 salary and moving expenses. Initially, city officials offered $180,000. Officials say the candidate has 30 years of experience and that they're from out of state. They say several candidates were interviewed. No new city manager has been chosen or named just yet.
And this brings us to our CoastTV poll. We want to know, what is a fair salary for a city manager?
Let's take a look at the updated results from last news hour. 64% saying less than $150,000. Again, some people in the middle, but only 2% saying more than $250,000. And
if you haven't voted yet, you can still do that. Plus, you can leave a comment on this topic. We're going to show you updated results on CoastTV News at 11. You're looking at Rehoboth Beach development that is facing backlash from people that live there. Osprey Point is located off Old Landing Road and flanks the Rehoboth Bay.
And that's where we reported just a few weeks ago. People in the neighborhood are upset about amenities they say they were promised but never panned out. And now NV Homes, a national company, is suing their Delaware developer, Osprey Point Preserve LLC. CoastTV reporter Brandon Ferguson is live there now. Brandon, you're near a sign that kicked off this whole deal.
Christina, homeowners who put up this sign told me weeks ago the goal of it was to get the builder's attention, and that it did. A 27-page lawsuit was filed from the builder towards the developer here in the Osprey Point community, and in that lawsuit, exclusively obtained by CoastTV, NV Homes is ordering developer Osprey Point Preserve LLC to send them a plan that would deliver on the promise of a marina and other beach amenities. One homeowner CoastTV spoke with says this could be the start of more problems.
They might build a few things, but we'll have an angry developer who has to finish the community. And I'm not sure that's a recipe for satisfaction with anybody. So I don't see this ending well.
This sign was also in the lawsuit. NV Homes said it should be taken down, but this is one important thing to note. According to this sign and what homeowners have told me, this is on private property, not Osprey Point or NV Homes own the property that this sign is on behind me. In Rehoboth Beach, Brandon Ferguson, Coast TV News.
Now let's take a live look outside into Rehoboth Beach. Some people walking along the boardwalk there. Our First Alert Chief Meteorologist Paul Williams joins us now with a check on the weather. Good evening, Paul.
Good evening, Christina, and good evening to everyone. Listen, we're a bit on the cloudy side for right now, but this is about as good as it gets for the rest of the night, because from here on out, no promises of dry weather or avoiding any rain or storms, because that's indeed what's on the way. With our Lewis camera here, we're looking at mostly cloudy skies and staying that way. We'll drop back to about 65 degrees with still thick cloud cover in place, setting the stage for the likelihood of some stormy weather for the next couple of days, to be quite honest. I mean, we're in the 70s right now throughout the inland area, 75 Redden, 73 in Georgetown, 74 in Gumboro, but we're 10 degrees cooler for places like Bethany Beach, Indian River Inlet, as well as Rehoboth Beach. Now, what are we expecting? A rumble of thunder overnight, damp start to Friday, scattered showers, patchy fog. 2 days of possible severe storms Friday evening and Saturday in the afternoon evening, with the possibility of damaging winds and hail, and we're watching out for summer-like conditions going into next week. Now, we're going to go through all of this in great detail coming up in a moment. Till then, back to you, Charlie.
Thank you, Paul. Start your engines and drive on over to Ocean City Inlet. That's where hundreds of Jeep are doing the start of OC Jeep Week. Coast TV News reporter Kevin Zapay is live in Ocean City. Kevin, Jeep Week has activities going on all throughout the day.
Charlie, although there are no more Jeeps today, this course behind me is just one of the cool things you can see free of charge. Now, there are around 300 Jeeps a day driving around this course, and if you're here early in the morning, you can also see Jeeps driving along the Ocean City Beach. From 12 to 5 p.m., vendors and more Jeeps will be at the inlet for you to enjoy. We talked to one local who has been coming to this event for 9 years, and he's excited to watch all the Jeeps drive in the sand.
The sand course is pretty cool to watch. You can be on the boardwalk, you can be in your balcony and watch the Jeeps go just cruising around.
Now, if you want to see all the cool Jeeps yourself, OC Jeep Week's last day will be Sunday, June 1st. I'm Kevin Zapay, live in Ocean City, Coast TV News.
Staying in Ocean City, the Ocean City Council looking to tighten the rules for candidates seeking elected office. Proposals include increasing the residency requirement, banning rental licenses on the home a candidate claims as their residence, and requiring officials to live in town throughout their term. To learn more about the potential changes, check out CoastTV.com.
Well, a local organization is requesting $1 million in community project funding. La Red, it's a medical center in Georgetown that provides a wide range of services to the community. They're hopeful they will receive the funding for their rural re-entry program. The funding will help with that program. Alana Berry, executive director of Delaware's Center for Justice, says coming out of incarceration is much like an older adult to using technology. If they're not familiar with it, it can be difficult.
You're re-entering. For a lot of people, it's their first time re-engaging or engaging with some of these technologies. And so having programs that help support people do that is important. Additionally, I think in Delaware in particular, we have a re-entering population with a lot of substance use disorder that have adverse childhood experiences and trauma. And so when they come out, they need additional supports.
Now, if all goes according to plan, the president could sign off and approve the request by this fall.
New tonight, one person has been arrested in connection to stolen cars in Milford. Police say they received 2 reports from the Milford Movies 9. one for a stolen vehicle, another for an attempted vehicle theft. Investigators say one of the suspects set the stolen car on fire. Police charged 18-year-old Douglas Moore with several felonies, including theft of a motor vehicle and attempted theft. The second suspect is still unknown.
We want to let our viewers know that we have made some technical upgrades to enhance the quality and reliability of the over-the-air broadcast signal. People who watch Coast TV using an antenna, they may need to take a simple step to continue receiving the channel. It's re-scanning your TV. The upgrade can cause some TVs to temporarily lose the channel if they're not updated through a rescan. And rescanning, it typically takes about 1 minute. Right now we have the steps on how to do that over on CoastTV.com. And we are just getting started this evening.
A rainbow fence along the Lewis Georgetown Trail, the story, and it's really heartfelt behind this fence and its purpose.
And you may you may have to plan for some wet weekend weather, as the tracking of the latest system may cause concern for Friday and Saturday. More on that coming up.
But first, coping by climbing. We show you how rock wall climbing like this is helping people deal with a Parkinson's diagnosis. That story when we're back in just 60 seconds.
Getting a combination of work for the brain and the body helps those with Parkinson's combat the disease. In this week's Coastal Connections, Matt Pensick introduces us to a group that is using indoor rock climbing to do just that.
One hand, 1 foot at a time. There are even setbacks. All part of the Parkinson's Council rock wall climbing session at Rise Fitness in Rehoboth Beach.
It's a good mind-body exercise.
You have to actually have that brain-body connection, which is making them work, which is bringing on dopamine, which is the one thing they lack, having Parkinson's. So they're able to at least give themselves, which is a good benefit to their disease that they have.
The participants have varying degrees of rock climbing skills, but similar reactions after each attempt.
It's challenging.
Challenging.
Huge amount of confidence that they come in after they've achieved that wall. They've got a huge burst of confidence.
It is a confidence that helps Joan Marie Dio and Arnold Edelman cope with a difficult diagnosis.
This gives them a different approach to knowing that they can achieve a goal, whether they want to go higher than they did the last time or just get better at it as they go along.
You just want to get up higher and higher.
The goal that I want to achieve, I want to get all the way to the top. But just take it slowly and believe in yourself, and I'll get there.
Yes!
Reaching new heights, mentally and physically. For Coast TV, I'm Matt Pensick.
We have rain and storms on the way for 2 days in a row. So just go ahead and get your mind in that right place and prepare yourself, because some of these storms could actually turn severe. For Milford, we're at 69 degrees right now. We're going to stay in the mid to upper 60s for the rest of the evening with increasing cloud cover throughout the night. Now, once again, we're setting the stage for the possibility, for the likelihood and inevitability of strong storms and some heavy downpours. We're at 75 degrees in Redwood, 71 in Bridgeville, Seaford, as well as Laurel right now. The winds are shifting now, starting to come out of the south. They're collapsing. They're converging right here along Long Neck and Selbyville right now, but we're seeing a move directly out of the south along the coast. And we had a small craft advisory that was issued. It's been allowed to expire off of the Sussex County coast, but our small craft advisory is continuing to stay active for us throughout Ocean City and then to the south of Ocean City. Now, keep in mind here that we're looking for more moisture to begin to stair-step its way over towards us as we have a warm front that's going to begin to push you through, and that's going to enhance our opportunity for more moisture building and setting the stage for that rain. We are looking for the rain to start to kick in for us really Friday, Saturday, widespread, and then begin to drop off Saturday night going into Sunday, and then after that, we kind of even out a bit. Overnight, we're looking for some scattered showers to kick in. Temperatures in the mid-60s, about 64 degrees uniformly just about everywhere. Friday is going to be about the thunder pushing through with a chance of afternoon showers. Then for the weekend, mainly Saturday, we're looking for another round of scattered storms. But by the time we get to Sunday, it's going to be beautiful and a lot quieter. So let's talk about the problem areas. Storming with the warm front pushing through Friday going into Saturday. So think of the red line as the Friday storms and the blue line as the Saturday storms. That's going to come behind all of this when this pushes through. So for Friday, will warm to 76 degrees by 2 o'clock, and that's when those storms will pop off. The peak of the heat of the afternoon, and that's when we're going to be watching out for an opportunity for more widespread scattered showers. When those showers pop off in the afternoon, we're looking at 80-degree weather for us in Seaford. Don't be surprised, Seaford, if you catch a strong storm, if not a severe storm or two there. 77 for Cambridge, 80 for us in Federalsburg, and 78 for us in Snow Hill. Now, this is a look at Friday's threat. We're at marginal at the very least for Friday, okay, Friday. Then Saturday, we're still at the same level of concern or threat with possibility of damaging wind and the formation of hail with these storms. You see, early Friday morning, we push it out of the way, but then we start seeing redeveloping scattered showers for Friday night and a stronger storm cell that's going to push through throughout the evening hours. So that's for Saturday for the most northern portions of our viewing area. We go into, let's say, Newark to Berlin. That's going to begin to pull through really quickly for Friday, going into Friday evening. Once again, a strong storm cell is going to push through, and that's going to kick off for us, giving us a chance to get about an inch of rain at the very least. Then summer-like conditions will return going into next week. But for tonight, showers and thunder with patchy fog possible, 63, 76 for tomorrow, 71 for Saturday with storms on both of those days. And finally, here's a look at the extended forecast.
Paul. The city of Milford has been flushing hydrants in Ward 4 since May 26th, and the work is expected to finish tomorrow, May 30th. It takes place daily between 7:30 a.m. and 3 p.m. You may notice some discolored water during this time, but the city says just run the water, cold water, until it runs clear, and avoid using hot water, and hold off on doing laundry until the water clears up.
The Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
The DIAA playoffs roll on today. We had lacrosse action earlier, so let's look to today's girls soccer action. The 5th seed Polytech Panthers are coming off a dominant 4-1 win over Cesar Rodney to reach the semis. Ava Gim and Sierra Henry have carried Polytech offensively. The pair of juniors have racked up 28 of the 43 goals this season for the Panthers. They'll have to go through the top seed Appoquinimink in the semis. Tonight, we get a brand new episode of our docu-series Into the Trenches, following the 2024 season of the Cape Henlopen Vikings. We saw the Vikings fall to Hodgson Votech in heartbreaking fashion last week. How will they bounce back as they prepare for their next game? Let's take a sneak peek at tonight's episode.
On the next Into the Trenches.
I played basketball with him. In basketball, he's like so unguardable. He's fast, and I always begged him to come out. Just come out, come out. People were saying he was scared and was going to quit. He was proving people wrong.
There'll be no fear, right? All fun.
We haven't had a big play all year. Tonight is the night if everybody buys in.
Into the Trenches, a new voyage on the Delmarva Sports Network and DSN Plus, sponsored by Preston Automotive.
That'll do it for sports. Have a great night, everyone.
It's on the Lewis-Georgetown Trail, marked by a rainbow coloring, has become a spot of love and grief. The homeowner where the fence is has encouraged people to leave their deceased pets' collars on the Rainbow Bridge. People who walk the trail feel that it's a nice way to memorialize past furry friends.
Our umbrella giveaway winner is Charles Faulkner, Jr. of Ocean City. Congratulations, courtesy of Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling. Keep up with your forecast by calling our weather line. Sponsored by the law offices of Brugstead, Mandalis, and Federico. Your forecast is just a call away, 443-880-9100. And finally, here's a look at your exclusive 10-day forecast. Stormy for Friday, stormy for Saturday, much better on Sunday, and then we're going to kick it with summer-like conditions going into all of next week.
Awesome. Thank you, Paul, and thanks for joining us for Coast TV News at 6.
For more news, more local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
The NBC Nightly News is up next.
And we'll see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 11. Have a great evening.